Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are doing the May bullet journal spreads. So the theme for this month is celebrating cats, and you may ask why, and that's because my husband's birthday is in May and we have cats, so why not combine the two? And I think it makes for an adorable little theme. We'll see if I still think that way at the end of it. So we've got a bunch of different celebratory birthday things like champagne going off, gifts, a big cake, you know, the works. So it's not necessarily like a really big birthday, like he's not turning 30 or something, but I wanted to do a birthday spread anyways because it popped in my mind and I could not think of anything else. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into this week's video. Starting off with a mini voiceover before I get into a tutorial, I am using the 0.8 Staedtler, 0.5, 0.3, and 0.005 microns for these spreads, and I just alternate between them as I see fit. For the title page, I wanted May to be in balloon letters, so I have sketched that out here. I am following a reference picture that somebody did for 2025, and basically for the look that I'm going for, every curve has wrinkles, and then you just put a bunch of other random lines to kind of show that they're 3D. So I'm gonna go ahead and outline them not with my 0.8, but we'll go with the 3 because they look like they're supposed to be pretty thin on the outline, and then we'll add details as needed with the 005. I don't know what happened to my number 1 liner, but anyways, stop rambling, start drawing. So I'm just gonna go do the outline first, and then we'll fix it and make it look beautiful after. Kind of helped that it was really sketchy when I sketch like this, which I know you're not supposed to. You're supposed to be like confident in your lines, but I did not do that. And anyways, I think it ended up working out just fine. I also wanted it to make like the A balloon they made by just like sticking an H, like the top of an H together. So hopefully that's makes sense. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go and do the bigger lines that are kind of showing that it's 3D. I do have them sketched out, but I'm not necessarily gonna follow them all. You just do whatever feels right. Okay, now that that part is done, we'll go in with the 005 to do these little wrinkles in the corner. It's most obvious with the A because they're a tight corner, but we'll still add them into every curve. Just like that. And now for the even smaller itty bitty little details is adding smaller lines, just like we did with these long ones to make it look 3D, as well as like stippling dots around areas where it's more dense, like in these curved folded areas. I say that like I know what I'm doing, but I actually do not know what I'm doing. And because our balloons are on a string, I'm gonna add that little telltale triangle at the bottom where the string will go into the balloon. And just like that, you have created balloon letters. The idea for the cats and the birthday hats came from this, I think it was a birthday card for like an invitation to a 6-year-old's birthday party that I saw on Pinterest. I knew I wanted to use those cats somewhere, and I figured that this was a perfect combination to mix a bunch of different birthday or celebration type spreads that I saw. So the title page just has a bunch of cats sitting around a table with the birthday cake. What presumably they would be doing is singing happy birthday. And then moving into the habit and mood trackers, I really liked the idea of having the champagne spray. I saw a couple different mood trackers like that, but I wanted the cat to be holding the champagne bottle, so I made it like a dual page, like cross the page spread, and I think it really ties everything together. For week 1, I just have the same little flag garland from the calendar and a bunch of boxes with bows and ribbons on them. This would make a really good Christmas type spread as well. And good thing that I did in fact hit record on doing the line art for the habit tracker, mood tracker, and week 1 because I somehow do not have any footage of me coloring it. So at least you get to see what went into designing the page. But anyways, moving into week 2, I'm bringing back another minimalistic type spread, but it was so that I could focus on drawing this gigantic cake with a couple of mischievous cats playing with it. There's one that has taken a munch out of the side of the cake, one is trying to push it over, and then one is just watching on in horror. So I thought it was really fun to have this big cake that was almost like toppling over, and then have the cats around it. Week 4, I think we're at now, is very minimalistic. You'll see more when we get into the color. And then week 5 is just an homage to the habit tracker with the candles and balloons on the one side and straight lines on the other 2 sides. I've chosen to do the words of the week in handwriting, and I figured I would include a little bit of a real-time footage clip here just so that you can see how long it takes me to write in cursive. I have to really focus on it so that I don't make mistakes in the spelling or the way that the letters are supposed to curve together. But I think it makes adds a nice little touch to these more simplistic looking little boxes. And then that is everything, just filling out the rest of this page with the straight lines to go along with it all. Now that the line art is done for the whole month, we're gonna go into the coloring. And these are the colors that I've chosen. So I have a couple different pinkish purple shades, a green and a yellow. I just thought that they looked really nice together. And I'm gonna alternate the colors. We're gonna color in all the cats, the flags, the cakes, and then maybe I'll add some patterns and we'll just figure it out as we go. Like I said before, I am alternating between the colors throughout these different spreads, starting with the numbers behind the calendar. And then I'm jumping right into coloring one of the cats and some of the flags. As you can see, I did add some pattern details to the flags, and I chose to do that on every single flag throughout the spreads, except for the ones that have the days of the week on this calendar spread. But I think it just added a little bit of extra detail that was lacking because of how simplistic the cartoon cats are. Moving on to the title page, again, we're alternating the colors of the cats so that no cat is the same, and same with the hats. I chose not to add any designs to the hats of the cats because I thought that would be too much and it's too small of a space for the detail. Now, I chose to alternate the colors of frosting on the cake because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do them all the same to begin with, so I figured I would start with every other one, and then I liked the way that it looked with the alternating colors. And then I thought I was going to leave the cake white, which is why I jumped to doing the flags, but I decided that I liked the way that it looked with the darker brown color, and then it's easier to see the details of the cat that has munched a hole in the side of the cake. Now this is the week 4 simple spread that I was talking about. In the blank spaces, I'm just doing different sprinkle or confetti type doodles in the alternating colors. And I actually really love the way that this turned out, even though it is so simplistic. And I think you could use this, for like New Year's or something as well. And then once again, just alternating colors for week 5. And with that, the May bullet journal spreads are finished. I am really happy with the way that they turned out. I think they're adorable. I'm loving the colors together as well, and the little details I decided to add to the flags. Of course, that came straight from my reference picture that I will link below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Mondays or Wednesdays or kind of whenever, usually about twice a month. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you all in the next video.